Alright, another flight of the Advanced25. Yeah, I was actually gonna swap this out. I bought actually a 40 size. This is like a 26 or 28 or something, real small. And it's a helicopter engine actually. And I first got this, I bought it for $100 from a guy, and he gave me also a 32 size electric motor and ESC for it at the same price, in case I wanted to go electric with it. I thought, well, I'll try this one. And the first time I had it out here, the prop that he had on there just didn't want to get off the ground, and the engine kind of sputtered a little bit. So at the swap meet, I bought a 40 size engine, and I thought, well, before I swap it, let me try it one more time. So I brung it out here, put a bigger prop on it, and ran about, I don't know, close to a tank of gas to it, sitting on the test bench, because it hadn't been ran in a long time, so it just kind of gummed up. And went to take off, and I was like, well, heck, it flies. I mean, it's no speed demon. It's actually quite slow. Here's full speed pass right there.
So that would be perfect for me.
And it, it's just real slow, so you actually have to fly it. You know, a lot of times, most of my planes, I got enough power to go unlimited vertical and what have you. So if you get in a jam, you can rely on flying off your prop instead of the wing. So this one makes you fly the plane actually instead of goofing around with it. You want to fly it? It flies actually really gentle flyer.
Thank you, no.
No? No? One day you're going to say yes.
Yeah, one day. There's already enough holes out there.
Yeah, this thing is I'd say
change the subject on you. What amp can I charge a 6S 5000 on?
Safely 5 amps.
5 amps, okay.
Yeah. And most batteries, if you look at them, they'll tell you 2C, or even some of them say as high as 5C. And you get into a 5000 milliamp, you know, ain't no charger's going to let you charge that at no.
I charge all my 3S's on 6.
Ooh, yeah, that's a little high there.
I'll back it up.
Well, what size? You say 30S. I mean, what size packs? 2200s?
22 and up, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably stick to like no more than 2-time multiplier. 2200, you could charge at 2.2 amps safely, and that gives you the maximum life on your battery.
Oh, I'm gonna do
so
6.
If you go 6, that'll work. You can charge it at that. I wouldn't do it unattended, because some batteries just aren't rated for that.
Yeah. Well,
and you could actually burn your house down.
I'm glad I asked.
But if your battery is rated for it, then you can do it. Some people tell you it'll shorten the lifespan, but I tend to subscribe to that theory myself. I've got packs that I've had for 3 years, and I still use them. They're not puffed or anything, but I only charge them at 1C. On a wholesale basis. You know, sometimes if I'm out here at the field and I want to get one more flight in because I made a change to a plane or something, then I'll go ahead and charge it at 2 or 3C just because it's faster, you know. But without that, it's putting a load on it.
All right, good. A new battery charger I bought.
Right there, it just ran out of lift. That's what I was saying. You got to really fly this dog. That's probably the biggest thing for me to get used to. Is I like going level pass, full speed, and then go straight up, and see how high she'll go.
Yeah.
That's it. No more than I fly it. This is only like the 4th flight I've had on it. 4th or 5th, I can't remember. Yeah,
that other thing you got, what is it, the Weekender?
Yeah.
I love that.
The best thing on that weekender was the price, man. I couldn't believe it. $40 with a receiver in it. I mean, that's just unheard of. That's the thing with eFlite. This in here is an eFlite plane, and it just flies absolutely wonderfully. I had one of these before in an electric version, and whatever reason I wound up selling it to finance another project. I can't remember what I did. I sold the older one for $150, the electric one, and as soon as I sold it, I was like, ah man, I really miss that. But I found this and it was nitro, and that's what I was telling the guys. Well, I usually fly all electric. I got out of nitro. That's why he gave me the electric motor and the ESC. And but it flies so good. But again, eFlite discontinued it. Hanger, the Pulse 60 and Pulse 40 and Pulse foam. Those are great flying planes. And once again, eFlite discontinued them. They're actually, the Pulse is actually Hanger 9, but it's sold to eFlite or Horizon Hobby, you know.
You seen that new Black Horse?
Yes.
Nice plane.
Yeah, it's a beautiful plane. Well, they got a whole range of them, you know.
Right.
Expensive though, man.
They are.
You're talking, what, most of them are averaging $450, $500 for ARFs.
Yep, easy.
And then you get planes like that, you're going to spend $150, $200 worth of servos alone, because you don't want to cheap out, you know.
Right.
Your servos are $20 each, easy. Anybody waiting to take off?
No, you got the Doug's. Doug's over there looking at Skybolt.
Man, that guy Mark and Daryl, they got some mad building skills.
They do.
I'm like, how do they do that, man? I don't have the patience for it.
I don't have the patience. I don't have the skill.
And the dexterity.
And I don't, you know, I'm shaking a little bit. I've always had that in our family, but now that I'm taking this stupid medicine, it's really bad.
Right.
Those guys are good.
That's better.
Perfect. Perfecto mundo. Perfect world.
That's another bad thing about the nitros, is if you accidentally do a prop scrub, it kills your engine and you got to take a walk of shame to go get it.
Well, are they as responsive?
Depends on the engine, I guess.
Yeah.
Like this one right here, if you look at it, it's not tuned right, because you can see that hesitation. When you're at 40% throttle, it's pretty instantaneous, but if you get down to like a low idle, like that right there, and you goose it, you see that little hesitation? But that's a tuning issue. I just don't have it. I probably have it set a little rich. I got it.